is not a great fit whatsoever. I'm noticing up around here there's not a nice fit. I'm noticing that the guard is higher. This doesn't work nicely in here.
They're a problem with most cars, because I've had a look at a lot of photos, and people just seem to say, well, okay, that is what it is, and
that's just a Mustang issue, is it?
just the way Mustangs are.
Yeah.
But I think with these older cars, something that, you know, makes them really nice when they're restored is that things fit where they're supposed to fit. So I want to achieve that with this car, and we've put some effort into it, and we're making a few difference. So we'd like to show you how we did that, and it may help you guys out. A few shortcuts.
Let's have a look at the other side, and let's have a look at what it should look like.
Yeah, sure.
Just talk us through what you've done here to achieve this outcome.
So what we've had to do is to actually make the bezel fit the line on the guard. You can see we've done a few shrink tucks in the corner here.
Yeah.
That's actually had a split put in it, and it's been rejoined and made to fit nice and neat and lower where it's supposed to sit.
Yeah.
But also in behind on the front of these guards, you will see spot welds. So I'll just screw this bezel off here, and I'll show you guys the detail on how we shape the guard to actually fit the bezel first. And it's basically just a hand fit to make sure that this line matches the bezel. And I'll just get this off here.
Because what the viewers didn't see is you and I with a guard on its end on a block of wood, and you're in there reshaping it.
Yeah, we had to reshape the nose of it, and I'll show you exactly what area we're talking about. But it also gives us the ability to then get this off here. So you can see that there's the actual surround inside the guard, the insert that bolts to the skirt, has been welded in on this edge of the guard.
Yep.
And there's spot welds around that edge.
Yep.
So what I've had to do is release the spot welds there and there.
Yep.
And the thing is, when they weld this together, there's too much metal, so it's raised up.
Yeah, okay.
So I released that, then I put a shrink cut in through here.
I saw that, yeah.
And we squashed the metal down to match the bezel.
Right.
And then re-weld it again.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, there's just too much metal there. And you know, when they build these guards in the factory and they press them out, they're not concerned with all this sort of stuff. They just want to produce the basic panel.
Yeah.
And you know, they're good. They save us a lot of work. But so that's what we've had to do, and that's how we've achieved what we've achieved for the bezel to fit in line.
So that's
with the shape of the guard.
That's how it should fit.
That's how it should fit. So you can see it's nice and even around here, and we've got it reasonably even across there.
Yeah. And there's still a bit of work to occur in this corner here.
Yeah, so, and that's what we've done on the other side. So I can show you on the other side how we achieved that. But we'll first of all look at this. And a bit of a cheat that we have with these is because they're die cast, they're very, they're just cast, and they don't care much about the shape of them. They come out and they just pop them out, and away, away it gets packed away, and everybody goes to buy them new. But you might see right down in the bottom corner here, there's quite a lot of material.
Yep, yep.
So what that allows us to do, and I put the file in here to measure the depth of that material. If I come back out here onto the edge of this, that shows me that we've got quite a meaty little piece on the end of this.
You've got about 8 mil there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that allows us to actually use the file and make this transition look a little bit better, smoother, like it should. So you can see it gets to there and all of a sudden it takes off.
Yeah.
Which will help with getting it to line up to the bonnet.
Getting that angle.
Yeah.
Let's just whiz across to the other side and see what we've achieved, what you've achieved there.
Yeah. You can see there that we've done the filing on the edge, and we've got a nice transition through here now, much nicer line through there, and then we've built the edge up on the bonnet, which you know you do on door skins to make gaps look
Sure. Yep.
good as well, and that's allowed us to sand that and match it up, and it's quite nice.
Looks so much better.
Yeah, quite
So
nice.
much better.
We've still got a little bit of gap here.
Yep.
But that's actually done with an alloy filler that goes, you know, that'll get sanded off and filled to match it.
Yep.
Because we can't bring it any further because it's matching on the edge of the guard here anyway.
Yes, it is matching beautifully.
So, yeah, quite happy with that.
Yeah.
And it's helped to make the edge of the bonnet look nicer as well.
Sure.
One thing I wanted to say to the folks out there is that you can get yourself into a lot of trouble with old hinges.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So everybody knows the old trick, you know, you pull the bonnet down, okay, yeah, let's close the bonnet. And
then
what we have
come around and
we have to make the bonnet sit where it's supposed to sit.
the corners down.
That's because the hinges are collapsed. They've got
Yep.
the pins inside them are worn on the edges.
Okay, yeah.
And so we're going to solve that problem with this car eventually and get some new hinges. You can see it's the same on this side.
Yep.
You watch this line when I collapse the back of the hinge here. Because you look at that gap, it's pretty wide.
And in it comes.
It's 2 millimetres at least.
Yep, at least, yeah.
So a lot of people will be home doing their project and they're trying to adjust the bonnet and get the gaps right.
Yep.
If you've got collapsed hinges, you will chase that problem all day.
That's right, yeah.
Because every time you adjust it, you go, oh, I was just back there. Hang on, I've got to go back again. And you'll go back again and change it and it'll be different again.
Yeah.
It's because the hinges
Have collapsed.
settle in a different position every time you close them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So new hinges, good way to go. They're not expensive. It's definitely going to be a lot better than the 60-year-old ones that you've got
Yeah,
on it.
sure, yeah.
So that was just another little tip that I wanted to throw in there as well.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to screw this back on,
Yep.
get it into a nice position. Then I'm going to show you just quickly how to build that edge and how to get it to match up.
Right.
First of all, we're going to file the front edge of the bezel to get that nice line, and then we'll
Yep.
continue on with actually building that edge. Just screw this back into position. So these are aftermarket parts, and that kit comes from Brisbane Auto Spares,
Yep.
Mustang spare
Yep.
part supplier. They do Falcons,
Yep.
and great guys down there to work with.
Yeah. Just while Lockie is screwing the bezel back on, just thought I'd show you what's happened inside here. They've removed the battery and put that into the boot, and they've put a VH40 brake booster right up in the corner here. Now some people sneak them up under the guard, probably not an ideal position for them, but this has been very neatly done. And down the track I think some rewiring is going to happen as well.
Yeah, we've got to tidy up the wiring. That's a big mess. Plus it's old.
Yep.
Some people don't realise, but copper actually does deteriorate. It takes a long time, but it does deteriorate.
I had that experience in one of my cars, Lockie. I turned the thermofan on and sat there watching it and saw the wires starting to smoke.
Ah, it's on fire!
I turned it off, rewired the fan, and then I thought, I wonder what else isn't fit for purpose.
Yeah.
And so then I continued and rewired the whole car.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunately an expensive necessity.
Well, if you don't want your car to go up in smoke,
Yeah,
it's
that's
probably
it.
not a bad move.
Not a bad move at all. So you've got a bit of movement in these when you can actually screw them back together.
Yep.
I had it in an awkward position so we could just show the viewers what the difference is and what differences we've made.
Yep.
That seems like it's quite where it needs to be at.
Yep.
So we're going to just...
We might just put the bonnet down.
Yep, that's a good idea. Okay. You know, I look at this with my little trusty fridge magnet, and I stick it on that edge, and I look at that there. You can see that there's a massive amount of
metal needs to come out
metal
of it.
just sticking off that edge. You can actually, so that accentuates how much of a tit, if you would like, it's got on the end there. A big nipple. We all like big nipples, but not on our eyebrows on a car.
True.
So we do it with basic tools, just ordinary
Normal
files.
half-round file.
Ordinary files, that's all you need.
Yep.
And
being a casting, it's normally fairly soft, isn't
it is. It's very soft, and doesn't take much to make a difference. So I'm going to just go across the top of it. And we're not going to go crazy. We're probably only going to take about that much off it.
Yep.
I might even edge it with the pen so that I can see that I don't want to go past a certain amount that I need to take off it. So you can see there we're just making that transition as it should be.
Yep.
And of course we're still going to have leftover where we actually have to build up the bonnet as well.
Yep.
And we're going to start that from way back up in about halfway here.
All right, yep.
We don't just go on that edge, otherwise we end up with the same problem.
Yeah, sure.
It goes like that and then like that. We want it to be a nice sweep all the way through.
Yeah.
So let's give this a little fire.
Pretty close, isn't it?
Getting there. So, you know, files. I want to talk about tools as well as we travel. Remember the old ad they used to have, was it Castrol? Oils ain't oils.
Yeah, sure. The files ain't files?
Files ain't files, so. I don't even know how you pronounce this properly. You would know, being an ex-school principal.
I can't even see it.
Barco?
Yeah, it's Barco, B-A...
Swedish or...
B-A-K-C-O.
Yeah, European, it's Swedish, I think.
Baco, yeah, okay. And obviously it's the quality.
Sandvik is another.
Sandvik's a good brand, isn't it?
These, just brilliant.
Yep, yep.
Absolutely superb.
Yep.
Yeah. So
they say a bad tradesman always blames his tools. A good tradesman thanks his tools.
Yeah, especially if they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's
You spend
right.
the money, you expect them to do what you know, and the cutting lasts, you know. These are like 6 years old now.
Yeah, okay, yep.
And they still cut.
Yep.
Let's have a look at that. Make the hinge sit where it's supposed to sit. I don't think we have to worry about that side too much. Oh yeah. So you can see that the line is starting to...
It's looking better, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So let's put the magnet back up against it again. So once we build the edge on the bonnet, you can see how much we have to build it.
Yep.
We've still got a bit of a lump there.
Yep, yep.
So I'm going to come back a little bit further with file and just have another little go at it.
Lockie, most body shops wouldn't be as meticulous about the detail as you're being with this car.
I'd say there'd be a few out there that would be concerned about it, but yeah, I get told sometimes that I'm a weirdo.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. I just like it to fit nice, you know. Okay, they use polyester filler primers to get panels dead straight, and then they polish them like glass, and you know, they're not paying particular attention to gaps and how the doors fit and how they close and open.
Yeah, yeah.
Which to me is just as important, if not more important. But anyway, Yeah, I like to finesse this sort of stuff. Don't
That's
like
good.
to see it.
That's
you
good.
know, painted and then you go, oh, geez, that doesn't look real
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's too late then, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. Nobody wants to work backwards. I hate
No.
working backwards. A little bit of a lump there. I guess this just proves too that, you know, just because you're buying new parts, and it's the same old story with aftermarket, nothing fits straight off the shelf anymore.
No, not at all.
You're not buying it from the factory.
No.
You know, really it's still, you achieve what you want to achieve, and it's still a good thing to be able to buy these parts. They just need a little bit of finessing here and there, that's all it is.
Yeah.
But there's hours in them. You can't just say, oh, like I bought a guard for $350, it's brand new, bolted on.
Let's slap it on.
Don't even have to think about anything else, because you will notice a difference in the gap lines.
Yep.
I had to pull the skin apart on the back of this earlier on.
Yep.
Change the gap to make it fit the door. But there's still a valuable part of restoring a car. Let's have another look at that, eh? So that's, see the transition's not quite nice there? There's no air gap there now.
Much better.
And when it comes around here, I'll accentuate the bonnet a little bit.
Yep.
And that'll give us the curve that we want.
Yep. Yep.
Once we've finished doing the bonnet, and I won't show that in the video, but this just needs rounding off nicely.
Yep. Yep.
And you'll do that with the file as well.
Yep.
You can see how easy that actually is.
Yep.
All right, let's do a build. Let's build an edge. Welding settings.
Yes.
Building an edge.
Very important.
So we want quite a high build as far as material is going onto there, and we still only want where our amperage voltage quite low. So we can see we've got volts there of 17.
Yep.
And quite a fair amount of wire going in, 2.3 meters per minute.
Yep.
And we're just using the normal gas.
Yep.
Argon mix. All right, helmet. Good old trusty aluminium block.
Yep.
To back it up.
Why are we using the aluminium block?
It kind of helps to stop the molten metal as you weld it from falling away.
Okay,
I know.
so it provides an edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it gives me an edge to actually build off. So when I do run this first run, I might use the earth on this side. I'll have it sitting there. So when I run the first run, I try and get it on the top edge of the actual leading edge.
Yep.
Because we're only using very fine wire, it's only 0.8.
Yep.
You're not going to get a build that will actually give you that full thickness straight away.
Sure.
Especially with the settings we've got. We don't want them any higher than what we've got, because then you start running heat into the actual panel itself.
Yep.
So we're building this similar to a wasp would build a nest when they're building their nests.
Oh yes.
You know, when they...
Layer over layer over layer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a 3D printer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
I always come around to the side edge. Make sure we've got a decent corner on it.
Yep.
We'll take the aluminium block out of the way now. Just going to sit the glass mat up under the guard there. Got the spark going everywhere.
Sure.
So give that a little trim off with the sander.
Yep.
Given us a little bit of a start.
Yeah, it has. It has.
So what we do now is we come underneath and we'll go along the bottom edge of it. You can see the bottom edge. It still needs metal in the bottom edge to get the actual fold thickness of the edge of the bonnet.
Yep.
Rightio.
Yep.
A little run with the sander. So we're trying to keep that transition so that we don't have like a big edge where it starts. So we start a fair way back to make the transition as it flows through more reasonable. So I've got to get underneath just to sand it underneath there. It's just rough shaping with the sand to start off with.
Yep.
Let's have another look at how it's starting to look.
Well, look at that.
Getting there, so we need about another 2 mil.
Yeah.
And you can see the transition is starting to come about nicely.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's basically how we make that happen. You know, I'll go in, and you don't want to see me build this and make it look like that. You understand how it actually works, and how you get to achieve the nice lines that we want to achieve.
Lockie, you're an absolute craftsman, and
Ah.
it's a pleasure to stand here and watch all this. Thanks for your time today.
Stop it.
Talk soon, folks.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye now.
And here's the finished product. Got those edges lining up quite okay now. I've got a nice transition through here. Reasonable gap through the bonnet. Same on the other side. So quite happy with that. Gives a nice result.